Hello everyone, welcome to PUC Online Classroom. Today I am going to continue our lesson, okay? But before I talk about the next activity, I'd like to talk a little bit about the grammar point that we learned last session. So which is about would rather and would prefer, which is about preferences, okay? So would rather we use it with the base, so you can say would rather takes the base form, okay, and would prefer takes infinitive, just like this example, would rather take and then would prefer to, okay. So this is the difference, but the meaning is the same, but the only difference is only the forms, okay. So you can say would rather with the base and would prefer with to infinitive. All right. Okay, so and at that time I asked you to do exercise right here. I think you can finish it on time. So we will check this one later with the answers. So now let's go to number 5, just for fun. So this is about listening so that you can refer to the audio that I attached. So what you have to do in this activity is to listen to 3 people talk about the part-time courses they took recently. So not about part-time job, but it's about courses or some kind of training, all right, they took recently. All right, so and what course did each person take? So as you can see right here, we have Linda, Rich, and Gwen. So what you have to do in this activity is to find out the course that each person took, all right, this 3, and what each person learned. What did they learn? All right, so you have to find out about this 3. So you might refer to the audio, okay, the listening audio that I attached, and I will give you the answer for this activity later. And in part B is what I explained earlier. It's like what additional information did each person learn. It's just like the second column right here. Okay. All right. So let's go to next one, number 8, which is about another piece of listening. Maybe I should try that. So this is another piece of listening, everyone. So you have to listen to Guan Yu. Yes, sounds like I don't know. And Kelly. So Guan Yu and Kelly, they are talking about something, especially maybe they want to try something new. Okay. So I'd like you to listen to this conversation and especially pay more attention to part B because you have to answer to the 2 questions. Listen to 2 other people explain how they learn new words in a foreign language. What techniques do they use? It's just like when you learn a language, a new language or a foreign language. So you need to find out techniques that they use. So maybe how to learn reading, how to learn speaking, how to learn writing, things like this. So if you happen to learn something new, especially the new language like Chinese or Korean, Japanese, French, so what kind of techniques you are going to use when you learn those languages? Just an example. So I'd like you to listen to the other 2. So they explain how the way they learn the new language or the foreign language. All right. Okay, so once you finish this activity, so we can move on to number 9. That is about grammar point, the last grammar point in this unit. Okay, so in this grammar point we are going to focus on by, but I think that is not really a grammar point. Yeah, but it considered to be grammar point. Okay, so right here by plus gerund to describe how to do things. So in order to talk about the process of doing a certain thing or the process of doing something, then we use by plus gerund. Okay, nothing else. So when you see by, it should be by noun or by gerund, but in this case we're going to focus only gerund verb ing. As you can see the examples right here, you could improve your accent by listening to language CDs. I learn new words best by writing them on pieces of paper and sticking them on things. So these are techniques, how to do things. The best way to learn slang is not by watching the news, but by watching movies. As you can see right here, they use by plus gerund. Okay, so in this case, it's nothing much, so you don't need to care much about this. Just so you know that by plus gerund, that's it. So let's try exercise A all together. Okay, before we finish the lesson. So number 1, you can improve your accent. What? So we have to use by plus gerund, right, to describe the process. So you can say you can improve your accent by mimicking, all right, native speakers. So by mimicking, so mimicking, so you should add king for mimicking, not mimicking, all right. Mimic means just like you follow the native speaker. So when you watch something, everybody, you just speak or you follow them the way they speak. So that's about mimic, and it's pretty effective technique that you can improve your accent whenever you follow or mimic the native speaker. Okay, for example, you hear your foreign teacher saying something and then you follow immediately after hearing that. That's what we call mimic. Okay. A good way to learn idioms is by watching videos online. Okay, so we can say by watching videos online. Students can become better writers by getting a private tutor. All right, by getting. A good way to learn new vocabulary is by assessing. So we just said ing, by assessing a learner's dictionary. Okay, number 5. People can become faster readers. So by what? By skimming. Okay, so this is about CVC, everybody. KIM, which is about CVC, so that you have to double the final consonant. So don't forget M, just like case of K, right? Get right here. So you have to double T and add ing by getting. Don't forget that. All right, CVC, consonant, vowel, consonant. Okay, right. So people can become faster readers by skimming magazines in English. And number 6, one way of practicing conversation is by role playing with a partner in class. So I agree with this idea. And number 7, second last, you can learn to use grammar correctly by utilizing, don't forget to omit E and add ing for this one, okay? Self-study materials. So again, by utilizing self-study materials. And last, the best way to develop self-confidence, to make yourself confident in speaking, is by conversing with native speakers. Converse means conversation, make a conversation. All right, so it means that you have to talk to native speaker if you want to improve your confidence, to make yourself confident in speaking. All right. Okay, I think that's it for this lesson, and I will move on to the next activity tomorrow. Okay, and if you have any question about this grammar point, everybody, you can leave me question in our Telegram group chat, and I will answer to your questions as soon as I see that. Thank you so much, everyone. Goodbye.